Once again, my little workspace is getting a little bit cluttered, a little bit messy. Um, that means I've been busy. Most people, when they're on their vacation, they relax, sit in the sun, soak up some rays, go somewhere new, forget about their troubles. I'm doing homework. My good friend Miss Popsicle Paws gave me a movie to watch as an assignment. Actually, she gave me a couple of movies to watch. So I've been doing some self-education on my days off, and I'm reading and learning about the food economy. Who makes the money off of food? Everybody needs it. This is an interesting video. I'm going to finish this one up while my MP3 player recharges. See that little battery filling up? Well, that's kind of what vacation does for me. See that little battery icon, get the juice? I fill myself up by doing things instead of relaxing, which is kind of funny. And I'm definitely going to have to do a little bit of spring cleaning again after I'm done today. My hope is to go for another run today. And my brave thing that I did today is I sent an email to a man by the name of Mr. Kohler. And Mr. Kohler is he's the attorney that is representing the real estate agency that sold me the house with the strange backyard. My backyard, the rhombus. So that's probably one of the big catching points of this 1,000 word essay. Now, I think I've written a total of 84 of these 1,000 word essays, and I'm tempted to read this entire one on the air, but I kind of told Mr. Kohler that I wouldn't say anything specific on the internet. But I will admit that I wrote about torches, I wrote about pitchforks, I wrote about Survivor and immunity idols. I wrote about the movie Shrek. I wrote about Abraham Lincoln. I have a quote from Abraham Lincoln here. Abraham Lincoln said, "He who represents himself has a fool for a client." Now, I'm representing myself in the court of law. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a license to practice law, but I've studied law. I've studied not the tomes and tomes and tomes of law books that are in any law library, and goodness knows there's some light reading there, but I have studied the Constitution, which is kind of like the cliff notes of freedom and justice and the pursuit of happiness in our society. And will that be enough? Probably not. Chances are very good that if this does go to court, I will become a fool. Another few quotes I like are, "Great men look forward to the day another man comes along and proves them wrong." If I win this court case, then basically I have proved Abraham Lincoln wrong, which is pretty amazing. I mean, that's almost worth the gamble right there. And then the other quote I chose is, "The path to wisdom is often taken following the footsteps of a fool." If you follow what a fool does and see where the fool goes wrong, and avoid the pitfall that fool falls into, sometimes you can make it all the way to enlightenment and to wisdom. But words are like arrows. Once you loose them, you can't ever take them back. And this was the first draft of this email. I made a couple slight changes to it before I sent it off to the law offices that Mr. Kohler represents, but can't take it back. I should have took a video of me hitting the send button and sending this email off, because now it is out there. These words are out there, and what is he going to think? My guess, and truthfully what I'm hoping, is that he thinks I'm a little bit clever and a little bit naive. Sun Tzu says, know your enemy. Well, he is probably thinking, I don't know if all lawyers sit in their, dungeon, swirling a glass of wine, sitting in front of a giant fireplace that's burning like an inferno, with all their money bags of gold around them going, "Mwah, ha, 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 ha." I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Mr. Kohler is a pretty stand-up guy. He has a wedding ring. He has charisma, and I don't think he's sitting in his basement swirling a cup of wine, laughing, getting ready to sacrifice small animals to make sure that we are defeated in court. I don't have that feel at all with Mr. Kohler, but you never know. And if I've learned anything over the years is never underestimate your opponent. And my guess is sending him this email that's filled with clever bits and stories and anecdotes about Shrek. He's not going to take me very seriously as an opponent, and that might be a mistake. That might be a mistake. So we'll see how it goes. I look forward to what he has to say in return, and I probably won't put that on the air either, because some things between men, should remain between men. Now I know Grandpa Bob is watching this whole proceedings, and chances are, I probably have a little bit of a fan base, in heaven. I'm guessing that, people in heaven have a lot of fun things to do, but I imagine among them is watching what the eccentric living people are doing, making gummy. This is an orange and red combination gummy slice, and I'm saving that one, and this is the purple and yellow. So yeah, I'm sure Grandpa Bob is shaking his head at a lot of this, but at the same time, I know he's proud of me for trying to do what's right, and that's, provide a good, happy environment for his daughter and his lovely wife to grow old in. And if that's being a fool, sign me up.
In our booth. We couldn't afford hotels.
So I'm going to watch a little bit more of Food Inc. And then I'm going to go for a run. Hopefully another half marathon. Oh, it's Elbow. I'm going to tickle him.